Good afternoon. It's Wednesday, October 21st. Had a exhausting day at work today. Got off. Still light out. I'm gonna try closing the blinds before it gets dark. And maybe my brain won't register that it's dark earlier than it should be. Still messing around with that. Trying to work things out with my head. It's fighting against me, I tell you. I was gonna have at one point the Bible study with the guys from church was gonna be today, but sounds like John and his wife feeling a little under the weather, so we're like, we're just gonna call it maybe another time. One cool thing that happened today is this is live. It's just the PDF version, but they've approved that at least, so PDF version is live. Sweet. And I've had a couple people actually go download it. I'll look at my view sales report. Actually, no, quite a few people. Nothing paid, but it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people, and then one person downloaded Monks of Young Monastery again, too. So, sweet. It's just a big line of people. So that's live, and the Dwarven Forge Pledge Manager is being rolled out starting today, and they're doing their live stream here in a minute or so. So I'm gonna hop on Twitch as they talk about that. Otherwise, just kind of chilling at home today. Doing what I do. That's awesome. I can't wait. I'll talk to you in a minute. It's a thatched roof. And I am greatly enjoying the On the Anvil streams from Dwarven Forge. I don't watch a lot of streamed content, but I've been getting into those for maybe a month, maybe a little longer. Sort of started doing some of them during their Kickstarter, but more and more since. And today I was even starting to get into the chat, communicating. Well, surely I just need to practice that because I need to communicate more. Just as far as I do YouTube channels and stuff. I need to get out there more, promote myself. So being active in other communities helps. Anyways, a few more of the Planetary Fragments documents have been, well, I'd say sold, but sold for $0. People have just downloaded them. But so I'm up to 16 people have gotten that. That's cool. Even if they're not giving me money, I just think it's cool that it's people are picking it up and checking it out. That's awesome. And on the Anvil from Dwarven Forge, they talked about the Pledge Manager, and that's all cool, and apparently there were a few hiccups with launching it today, and so instead of everyone getting their link to start today, it'll be over the next day or two, so I should expect that soon-ish. But the exciting thing is they started talking about their next Kickstarter. And they've basically at this point just said cities too. They've also basically, we know they're doing sci-fi, but that'll be an in-between thing, much like the Plague Stone sets were. But their next Kickstarter is returning to cities, which is really cool. Because I've looked at their city stuff and thought, that is awesome. However, that doesn't have anchor magnets, and do I really want to invest in not anchor magnets? And I don't know, not really. I like anchor magnets. I really do. Especially since one of the points when I had some stuff built out on the table, and Nick came over, and his comment was just immediately how much Bob is going to hate that, and he sort of messes a little bit and realizes the magnets are, maybe he won't be so upset. Because Bob does not like the idea of like 3-dimensional stuff. And his biggest issue with it is being a little clumsy and things just go everywhere. And yeah, that's an issue, but the magnets really help hold things in place, and I'm like, no, gonna want to try and keep those. But so returning to cities will be cool. And one of the things that Nate is like creative director, he's important person nearly running things there at this point. But he said that his one of his issues with cities as they have them currently is that they're just visually boring boxes, and I'm so happy. He's just like, we got to break out of that, and I'm like, yes, because they're kind of boring boxes. I want weirder angles for my medieval cities, and so if they're going to work on things like that, we're going to get some much better options. They showed off a thatched roof. We were like, hey, let's do a thatched roof. And so there's a work in progress, and he's like, no one can look at this other than these people watching right now, which of course it's still up there. You can go rewatch their old On the Anvil streams, but not only is it a cool looking thatched roof, but one of the things in their current Kickstarter that the Pledge Manager just launched for is this floor fogger option that basically a little miniature fog machine kind of thing, but it has a chimney on the thatched roof, and you can put the fog under the roof and have smoke coming out of the chimney. And I'm like, oh, I love how smart they are. They're great. And they kind of also gave the example of like the current Wildlands Kickstarter had like 3 flavors. It was, swamps, forest, and mountains. So they're thinking maybe with cities to go like, main city, then the city outskirts, and then like beneath the city. So whether that's catacombs or returning to sewers, which they have some sewers from their first time they went to cities. And I love the pieces, but more than ever, they are little bitty pieces like that are very spindly, and it was before they had magnets. And I'm like, those would just get knocked everywhere. Those will not work. I would love to have those if you can just put magnets on the bottom of them, please. City outskirts, because they're coming also is talking a lot about how, you got, some noble might set a trap and you end up with a combat in a noble's area, but really a lot more of your city combats are going to be in the slums or the shady docks or the murder bar, and they said that, and I'm like, I want the murder bar. We gotta have pieces for a murder bar. I mean, that's... And, Nate's just talking about having crazy plans, and that's exciting to me. I like crazy. I like when they go out there with their Dwarven Forge. I mean, I like the cool modularity that the pieces have, and it's great. But you want some level of modularity and some level of wild showpiece that makes this fun. I've gotten... one of the sets I got was just the classic dungeon. It's got your walls, it's got your corners, it's got your floors, a couple of doors. It's useful. But it was not an exciting one. I've gotten a couple that have, they have some walls and floors and stuff that are fancier. And also they have fun pieces that make it exciting. And if you're spending the kind of money on Dwarven Forge that you spend on Dwarven Forge, it's not cheap. You want it to be exciting. Anyways, it's a fun evening, and I spent like 2 hours. Actually, they went late, so more than 2 hours watching that stream. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. Watched the Dwarven Forge stream. Got, my PDF version of my book is out and available. Not a bad evening, I don't suppose. Anyways, I need to do dishes. I don't think I'm going to get dishes done tonight, but I need to. For now, let's heat up some buffalo chicken dip. I'll have that for dinner and get to bed. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues. Bye.